was not the fastest duckling, nor the loudest, but she noticed things the others didn't. While Pip played leapfrog with pond frogs and Nell watched the clouds, Willow listened to the wind, the grass, and especially the pond. They lived in a quiet meadow, and every morning, Mama Duck led them down a little worn path to the Whispering Pond. It was a special place, lined with mossy stones and shaded by a weeping willow tree whose leaves tickled the water. The pond had a name because, as the old turtle said, it could talk if you knew how to listen. That morning, the world felt different. The air was crisp, the clouds moved slower, and the pond was unusually still. "Wait," Willow whispered, stopping near the edge. The others turned. Pip frowned. "Again? What now, Willow?" She didn't answer right away. Her eyes were locked on the water's surface. Ripples were moving in a spiral, not from wind or frogs, but as if something beneath was breathing. "Listen," she said. Pip sighed, but Nell tilted her head. And then, a soft sound rose from the pond, not a splash, not a bubble, but a whisper. "Follow," Willow gasped. "Did you hear that?" "No," Pip grumbled, turning away. "That's just your imagination again." But Willow didn't move. It said, "Follow." They watched as a patch of water began to glow pale blue. The light grew, swirling like a soft spiral. At the center, a shape appeared, a silver feather slowly rising up through the water. Pip stopped walking. Nell's eyes widened. The feather drifted upward, and out of the pond. It floated gently through the air like it was being carried by a breeze only it could feel. It spun and twirled until plop it landed at Willow's feet. The moment it touched the grass, the pond shimmered like a silver mirror. A soft voice, as smooth as silk and clear as morning, whispered, "A promise once made must now be found." The ducklings were silent. "What promise?" Pip asked. Nell looked at the feather. "Maybe the pond made it long ago." Willow looked out at the water. "I think it needs our help." The weeping willow tree rustled gently, though the air was still. A new ripple rolled across the pond, not from wind or footsteps, but from something waiting. Willow bent down and picked up the feather in her beak. The moment she did, the water around them sparkled, not just the pond, but every dew-covered leaf and blade of grass. It was as if the world had taken a breath, and from deep beneath the pond, they heard a hum. Not a sound of danger, but something ancient, something kind, something calling. To them, Willow looked at her brother and sister. "We have to follow it." Pip hesitated. "Where?" Willow looked back toward the glowing water. "Wherever it leads." And just like that, the pond whispered again. "Begin where the feather first fell." The ducklings huddled together, hearts beating fast. A new adventure had begun. Willow blinked as the whispers around the pond grew louder. The voice from the water spoke again, soft and ancient, "To find the truth, speak from your heart. That's when the magic will truly start." Willow glanced at Benny, the friendly frog, who had appeared on a nearby lily pad. "Did you hear that too?" Willow asked, tilting her head. Benny nodded, his golden eyes wide. The pond hasn't whispered in 100 seasons. You must be special. Willow shuffled her feathers nervously. I'm just a duck who lost her way. Benny gave a wise croak. Sometimes getting lost is how we find our purpose. Just then, a soft light floated from the pond, a flower petal that glowed like a star. It circled Willow before drifting toward the trees. Without sinking, Willow followed it, waddling down a hidden path she hadn't seen before. The path led her to a secret garden where moonflowers bloomed and fireflies danced in the air like tiny lanterns. All around her, forest animals gathered: squirrels, owls, and even a shy fox drawn by the magic. The whispering pond's glow reflected in the sky, and Willow felt warmth in her chest. I'm not afraid anymore, she whispered. I don't need to fly. I just need to follow my heart. The moment she said it, the ground lit up beneath her feet. The animals gasped as a soft mist swirled around Willow. From the heart of the pond, a glowing ripple spread and a shape rose from the water, the spirit of the pond itself, a shimmering swan made of starlight. You have listened, said the swan, its voice like wind through trees. You heard the truth, and now you will guide others home. Willow's feathers shimmered faintly now, touched by the pond's magic. She looked at all her new friends and smiled wide. From that day forward, the whispering pond whispered louder than ever, not just with magic, but with laughter, kindness, and song. And if you ever get lost near that forest, you might hear a tiny quack and see a yellow duckling with sparkling feathers, ready to help you find your way. Because Willow, the duck who couldn't fly, had become the one everyone turned to rise.